The sun has finally come up enough that I can see without a headlight. I got up a little bit later this morning. Started hiking about 5:30. Yesterday it was 5:10. And I slept really well once my feet stopped hurting. And I never followed up on the macaroni and cheese. Boy, that was delicious. I bought a big box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, and I split it in half. And so the other half has the Kraft cheese packet, but somebody left a baggie of orange cheese powder in the hiker box in Cuba at my hotel. And so I took it and I used that for the half I had last night. I didn't know how much to put in. I think I probably put in way more than I needed, which of course made it delicious. So I think if I can make more creamy comfort food dinners like that, I'll be a lot happier on trail. I started my morning with about 10 miles to the next water source. So that means I got 10 miles with a light pack. Feels good. And I was cold, man. I was in my tent, making breakfast and putting things away and stuff, and I was freezing. I wasn't freezing when I was sleeping. I was very warm, but so I put on my light jacket and started hiking, and I just couldn't warm up. I had to put on my Senchi, my Alpha Direct fleece, and I still have it on, so that's a lot better. Plus I have my gloves. So looks like I've been walking through sort of green fields and pinyon pines, and some of the open fields were really cold to walk in, but it's beautiful up here. Anyway, looks like today might be, hopefully, I'm always wrong about this, but might be a little bit more of a chill day of hiking. We shall see, though. The trail has been very pleasant this morning. Sometimes I walk through nice little meadows like this, and then it goes back into the trees. And it's been pretty mild as far as ups and downs. There was just a kind of a steep uphill out of a creek canyon. The creek was dry, but oh man, I could feel how sore I was from yesterday's big climb up to this mesa. And the other thing is I still see Chaco Man's footprints every now and then, and they still look pretty fresh. I can't imagine a guy that big and tall would walk that slow, but I don't know. Maybe he's in pain, who knows. Anyway, here we go, back. Looks like we're going back into the trees. Another nice thing is, so far it's a pretty cool morning up here. It's not as hot as yesterday, so I've kept my pants on. I'm going to try to keep them on as long as I can so that I don't get sunburned, but I'm sure eventually I'll have to take them off. Maybe I still have a teeny bit of sunblock left. Maybe I'll be able to find some in Grant's. There's all kinds of jugs here. But there is a water source down this little path. So the trail is taking me down into this canyon, but there's no water down here. I have to walk a lot further back up again. And these rocks really remind me of Arizona. Look at this lovely trail. Well, Okay, up I go. Oh, it looks like it's going down even a deeper canyon. So it's a long way to water. Wow. It's very deep. Look at all the birds. Whoa. Can you see it? Oh my God. Such a long way down. Oh well, it's my life. This is pretty impressive. At least it's a nice switchback. It's hard to film and walk and not fall down. Oh, that's a nice source. There's two of them, but there's a fence around. Hopefully I can find my way in. I might have to crawl. Oh, maybe right here. Oh, this is good. I can fill it up with my container rather than scooping it out of the tub. So I've got 3 liters and a little bit extra. It's 16 miles to the next, for sure, water source. There's one that says there may be a pool of water here, and it's off the trail. That doesn't, and it's not very far from here, so it doesn't sound very promising. And then there's another one that says pond. I imagine it's a gross, disgusting, muddy pond, and there's 0 comments in there. And I don't know if that's because it seems like a lot of comments sort of vanished. So I can't tell for sure if that's a water source or not. But I guess my amount of water I'm walking out with, I'm assuming that it is, because I don't want to be staggering under a ton of water. 16 miles from now would be a longer day than yesterday, and I seem to be moving slower than yesterday. So, Jesus, yeah. So I'm pushing my luck here. I'm praying for that pond. Kind of really curious about this pool of water that may be there or not. And I'm thinking about going down to see it and just to take a little break. And if there is water there, I'll drink a whole bunch, and that will only help me. I'm just very curious. So I think that little one peeking out is Mount Taylor, which I'm only going to admire from afar, not climb. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be hard to get to. Not sure where it is. Could be just right here. I have to walk through all this lava. Oh look, there it is. The pool of water. I'm going to go down there. Check it out. So I just took a little tiny bit. That's enough for, if you run out, that much will be welcome. So the cattle pond is 4 miles from here, and then the cattle trough is 9 miles from here. So I should have seen how far I've gone. Let me check. Wow, I've gone 16.3 miles already today, And it's not even 1 o'clock yet. So that's pretty good. So I might be able to make it to this cattle trough in 9 miles. I was a little worried that it was further away, but well, that's good news. Where am I? It seems like I'm at the top of something. I've been climbing very moderately for a long time. Most of the day, I guess, all day. So maybe I'm at the top of this mountain. I guess the pond must be over there somewhere. I don't see a good way to get there, but I don't need it. I'm gonna go to the next water source. I think the next one's like 5 miles away or so. I should check, but I'll get there. I got plenty of time, although my feet are killing me. About 4.5 or 4.6 to the next water. I stopped under a tree, took a little break, aired out my feet, rubbed them for a little while, try to get going again. And it's like, it's not just my feet, it's my legs, it's the sun. I'm still wearing pants, wind pants, which are kind of hot to wear, but at least I'm not getting sunburned. Now I'm going up a hill and it's very rocky. Complain. I got a little less than 2 miles to the next water source, which is good because I've only got about 1 liter of water left. So I'm gonna need the water by the time I get there. It's been pretty hot, shadeless. Well, this is nice down here. I finally got to some trees. Oh, look, there's a hunter camp. I don't know if I'm pointing at it or not. I saw a hunter go by earlier on a little ATV. So that's probably his camp. There you go. Doesn't that look cozy? Okay. I think this is the trail that leads to the water. The cows know where it is. Please be water. Please have water in it. This worried me. It doesn't look like there's water in it. Oh my God. It's dry. Oh no. Well, there is a little bit of water. This is like terrible. This is the water I needed. Well, it's about 8.5 miles to the next good source of water. Potential cache. There's another water droplet that I didn't mark as a good source. All the comments in my far out are gone. So there must have been a reason why I didn't mark that as a good source. But 8.5 miles is not bad. I'll get enough water to camp, go 8.5 miles, and a little extra water just in case. And I'm just gonna camp pretty quick here. Well, that was a big disappointment, but I did manage to scoop up enough to fill my 2 empty liter bottles, and grab an almost 3rd liter to get me through the night and to get me to wherever the next water source is. I really wish I had comments so I could tell, but I guess I really have, like, what difference does it make if there's comments? I'll just check every source, and if there is water, great, and if there's not, I'm screwed. No matter what I do, I'd be screwed. So hopefully I'll survive. Maybe I could flag down one of these people driving by if I'm desperate. I saw 3 people drive by. One was a hunter on a 4-wheeler. One was a lady in like a, I don't know, like a Honda or something, like just a small car, hatchback kind of car. And the third guy was driving a truck. So I don't know, maybe I'll see some people tomorrow if I'm desperate. Oh, I was looking for a spot to camp, and I'm really close to a hunter's camp. So I go a little further. It's a big one, big group. Well, here's my home, sweet home. Hope I don't roll down the hill. I was about to enter another big expanse with no trees. So I found this little ledge with this lovely pine tree and lots of pine needles to make it soft. Look, there's a bottle over there. That's not good. Okay, time to make some dinner. So I did 26.1 miles today. That's my biggest day. Yesterday I did 25.1, and I think that was my biggest day. So broke my record. I still have more than one day left to get to Grants, and I was looking at the map, and there's a prison near Grants, and I've seen the pictures of the "Don't pick up hitchhikers" sign on other people's videos, and so, and I know it, I remember that the highway into Grants looked pretty long and hot. So I'm not looking forward to that because nobody will pick me up. But anyway, I think it's like 30 something miles, 37 miles. So tomorrow I have to climb a big mountain, almost 10,000 feet. And I'm not taking the Mount Taylor alternative. Mount Taylor's like over 11,000 feet. So either way, you got to climb a big mountain. Today was pretty good because even though it was kind of mostly uphill, or felt kind of mostly uphill all day, it was basically flat. Although, you know, that kind of does get you to feel like sore feet and stuff like that. It was all on a dirt road. So I took some ibuprofen. Now I'm just relaxing my tent. It's a nice warm evening. And listening to a podcast with IB Tat. This guy with a potty mouth and tattoos. He's a pretty cool guy. He makes good videos of his through hikes, so he's worth watching. So, and his interview is interesting. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting to Grants. It's like you start thinking all your dreams are going to come true when you go to town. I'm going to take a 0, I think, because I'm just sore all over. And also I have to like prepare boxes for Pie Town and Doc Campbell's. Although I'm going to call Doc Campbell's and ask them if I really need to send anything there. Because people are saying that he tries to be well stocked for hikers. But I don't know if that counts if you're kind of outside the bubble going southbound, or if it only counts if you're going northbound in the bubble. So anyway, another day.